In my past life, I was the son of one of the wealthiest men alive, yet I completely humiliated myself chasing after my family's driver's daughter. Just to be with her, I signed over every single share of the company to Liu Ruyan, but she spent my money while secretly seeing another man behind my back, and on top of that, she played dirty and got me seriously sick just to push me out of her life. When I called her hoping to borrow a little money for medical bills, she said without flinching, "Every year you've been clinging to me has been a living nightmare. Shuyi, just go ahead and die." So I did exactly that. In my final moments, I looked up at the woman holding me and realized the heiress I had once rejected had been waiting for me all along. Then I opened my eyes and found myself back in senior year of high school. Just as I was starting to think everything from my past life had been some kind of dream, I heard Liu Ruyan's voice calling out from behind me. "Shuyi Jibocheng says his stomach hurts, go buy him some antacids. Then head to the cafeteria and grab some food. Make sure to load up on the meat. He's too skinny and needs to eat more." Now that I knew I had been given a second chance, looking at Liu Ruyan's face, I just found the whole thing pathetic. When I didn't move, Liu Ruyan jabbed her finger at me and snapped, "What are you standing around for? Get going." Then she ran straight over to Jibocheng and started gently rubbing his stomach. Jibocheng glanced at me and said, "Ruyan, this doesn't feel right, I'll just go get it myself." "What's there to worry about? He loves doing this stuff." "If I don't let him, he gets all pouty about it," Liu Ruyan said with a glance thrown my way. I gave a faint smirk and didn't say a word, then went to the cafeteria and got in line for 2 trays of food. A nearby classmate spotted me and shot me a look of pure contempt. There he is again, fetching food for Liu Ruyan like a good little lapdog. Too bad she's into Jibocheng. Someone on his level, way out of your league. Out of my league, you mean because I'm a driver's son. Riding to school with her every day and daydreaming about marrying her. Wake up. A guy with nothing going for himself like you will always just be the help. Doing laundry and sweeping floors and changing diapers for her future kids. Did Liu Ruyan tell you all that my dad's a driver? What else would it be? Now hurry up and bring the princess her food before you catch another earful. When I left the cafeteria, I didn't go back to the classroom. I sat down on a bench by the flower beds and ate both trays myself. I honestly couldn't even remember the last time I'd eaten a proper meal. By the time I finished both portions, my stomach finally felt like it had something in it. When I walked back into the classroom empty-handed, Liu Ruyan looked annoyed. "Where is the medicine you were supposed to get?" "The antacids I told you to get for Bocheng. Are you deaf? You can't even handle one simple thing." I glanced over at Jibocheng slumped at his desk, clutching his stomach. What am I to him exactly? What makes it my job to go buy him anything? Shuyi, are you really trying to start something right now? Keep this up and don't blame me when I'm done with you. And then you'll come crawling back begging me to forgive you. I stared at her and thought that was honestly the funniest thing I had ever heard. What exactly would I need your forgiveness for? Liu Ruyan went quiet for a second, but then the memory of me groveling before her in the past kicked in, and her nerve came right back. Fine then, if you're so tough, don't you dare ride home with us this afternoon. Works for me. I said that and walked back to my seat without another word, like nothing she said bothered me in the slightest. Jibocheng's deskmate Xiaogaban saw all of this and immediately jumped in to play referee. "Shuyi, what is your problem?" All she asked was for you to pick up some medicine. "Can you not see that Jibocheng isn't feeling well? Then you go buy it. Why is that my responsibility? I have no relationship with her whatsoever. Why would I do that for her? You work for the Liu family, isn't running errands for her boyfriend basically part of the job?" At that I looked straight at Liu Ruyan. "So you've been going around telling people that I'm your family's servant?" Liu Ruyan met my eyes and looked a little uneasy. Of course, people had just assumed based on seeing her arrive in a luxury car, and she had never corrected them because she would never admit that her father was just a driver, and that I was the one from the wealthy family, afraid that pushing it further would set me off. Liu Ruyan walked straight over and said, "Fine, forget the medicine. I'll go get it myself later."